Hi Shannon, nice to see you again.
Hi.
It's been a big, busy season so far. How have you found it, just coping with the kind of, if it feels like a step up and coping with the pressure at Celtic since we last spoke?
I'm really enjoying the pressure. That's something that I was wanting, and I think I deal pretty well with pressure. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
And what has been the highlight of the season for you so far?
I think scoring my goal in Champions League the other night. I think that was the best feeling in my career so far as well.
Looking to add a few more of those too.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Just in terms of being a player, we're obviously looking towards the Rangers game tomorrow. What are you expecting from this Rangers side? You've been in the league a long time, you'll know a lot of the players, but there are obviously some new things and they've made some changes.
We all know they're a good side, we respect them, but I believe we're a great side, and if we play to our strengths then we're more than capable of taking 3 points.
And kind of on that, Elena, I wanted to ask you, do you think this Rangers side presents any kind of a different challenge from previous seasons?
A different season, I don't know. I just played against them last season. I think obviously you've seen that they've been scoring. They've been scoring a lot of goals. They have a threat with the front three. Mm-hmm. I would say that they are like pretty direct, and that's what they've been successful by doing so far. So that's the threats that I know that they're gonna try to do against us as well.
Do you expect them to set up as direct as they have been, or do you think they might adapt for a team like Celtic in the same way that they maybe did for a team like Arsenal?
I think we're two different teams. We play different than them and they play different to us. We're not going to change our style of play just because we play Rangers. We need to play with our strengths, and I think we play amazing football, and that's something we are going to try to do throughout the whole season.
A win tomorrow could see us top of the table. How much of a motivation is that?
We are from Celtic, so we want to win all the games that we have in front of us, and that's not going to change because it's Rangers. We know that Rangers is, like Shannon said, a great team, but that's what we are as well. So I think we're always motivated to go into the game and try to win. So it's going to be the same thing tomorrow.
Just finally from me, we saw Luana get some minutes against Montrose at the weekend, and I just wondered, how ready is she to start competing for that spot in the team? Is it going to be a gradual kind of re-entry?
So I think she played around 20 minutes against Montrose, so we just need to gradually take the minutes up. But it was nice to have her back. And obviously we have some injuries that is going to hopefully come back soon as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Are we expecting anyone back soon, and is there anyone else who we might not have expected who's not available?
So obviously Goldie is on a more long-term injury, and then hopefully we have Jenny back soon enough, and then Hannah I think has 3 more weeks to go, and then we have Craig obviously who's ACL, so
but no one else who we wouldn't expect.
No, not what I know.
Hi Elena, the team put in a strong and confident performance against Montrose on Sunday. Would you say that's reflective of the feeling in the team as a whole at the moment?
I hope so. I mean, we've been working very hard throughout the season. I know that the girls have a busy schedule, which we also have as a staff. But I mean, we need to enjoy the moments that we're, winning games. We're playing well, and that should give us motivation and confidence to go through, to go into every game. And we know that our schedule is going to be very, very busy, but that's something that I want. I want to be in this position. I want to enjoy it. I want to make sure that we're hungry enough to go into every game and try to do our best to win it.
Okay, brilliant. Talking about busy schedules, we learned yesterday you've got Glasgow City in the next round of the Sky Sports Cup. You could argue that's one of the more difficult fixtures. Have you got any thoughts on that?
I mean, the draw is the draw, right? You can't do anything about it, but yeah, we just need to look at it as a good side. We have Glasgow City, we play Chelsea after, and then we play Rangers, and then we play Chelsea after, so why not enjoy it?
And just moving on to the Champions League, obviously there's some huge names in football coming to Glasgow, and I'd anticipate that bringing big travelling away crowds. Do you think that will bring exposure to Scottish women's football as a whole, and is that something you're passionate about?
Can you please take that question again?
Yeah, so obviously having Chelsea and Real Madrid coming to Glasgow, they bring a lot of support with them, and that could maybe push some people to look into Scottish women's football just as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I feel like every away game is almost a home game because we have the best fans. So for us, is probably to get more fans in and join into the fans that we have today. Because against Montrose, I don't know how many fans we had, but probably 50 at least, who were there and sang and gave us energy out on the pitch. And I don't want to talk about other fans. I mean, that's the club's work to try to get more fans in, but for me, I just hope that this experience and us playing in Champions League will give us more fans, and hopefully us being in Champions League brings another aspect to the Scottish football in the women's. So I hope that whatever we do as Celtic is going to benefit the women's football in Scotland.
Brilliant, thank you. And Shannon, you've obviously scored 2 important goals in the Champions League qualifiers. You did previously play in the Champions League in the 2019-20 season. How nice is it to be reunited with Colette Kavanagh and Amy Gallagher and go a step further this time?
I think it's great. I think we all know the game's evolved since I played in Champions League. I think it's a lot better than when I did at Hibs. So it feels a lot more different and I feel like it's more challenging and competitive. And obviously it's great to be playing with Cav and Amy. We've got a good relationship on and off the pitch.
Brilliant. And I just wanted to finally ask you, I was at the game, the second leg of the Vorskla Poltava game last week, and I heard the fans consistently chanting and singing your name. How does that feel?
It's great. I can always hear them. That's something that we want as a club, and all the girls can hear them on the pitch. And again, Elena says it gives us energy and it does encourage us to give a little bit more.
Yeah, Elena, I was just going to ask you, do you find the games against Rangers different from any other games?
I mean, it's a derby, no. It's a different feeling, and I think it brings another excitement to the game, which I do like, and I think that's something that we're doing pretty well. Is like the Celtic Rangers. It's a derby, and we enjoy it, and we enjoy the pressure that comes with it. So, I don't know if it's different when it comes to like trying to win it, but it's a different feeling, and I enjoy that feeling.
How important do you feel these games are when it comes to defining the title? I think like that point you took at Broadwood just in the run into last season really did prove pivotal. Yeah,
and I think coming from we also came from a game where we played at Hampton and lost 2-0. And I know that coming to Broadwood, I know that, it was a pressure because we knew that we wanted to win, but we knew that the draw was also good enough, if we can say that. But for me, that game we should have won. And I think that confidence comes from like playing well and creating chances. But like I said as well, like Rangers is a different team now. I think they play more direct than they did before, so we need to be careful of those threats, but then also like play how we play, and then see how it goes.
After the game when you beat Hibs just here at Celtic Park on the last day and won the league, Rangers of course thought they were just minutes away from winning the title, and Joe Potter had said she felt as though that there was a feeling within the Rangers camp that they were probably the best team in the league. Is this the games where you go and show that?
But they were not. We won the league.
Are these the games that count towards that and just like showing who's the top team?
It's all the games that matters. And obviously, like I said, we're always going into the game to aim to win, to perform well. And that's exactly what we're going to do against Rangers. It doesn't matter if it's Montrose or if it's Hibs or if it's Partick Thistle. It's not going to change. And we're going to make sure that we put in a great effort to win the game.
I was going to ask you, and I didn't get to, about how you both feel about the change of stadium, the change of home stadium.
What do you feel?
I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Again, our focus is to win games and to perform, so no matter what happens outside of football, we just deal with that.
Same.
I'm just excited. I just want to play football and play games, and hopefully we can get more fans into the arena, so that's what I want. Like, I want more people to be able to come to our games and watch it. And if the change of the arena is going to make that happen, then I'm happy to welcome them.